Edge and Randy Orton were two of the rising stars in WWE in 2006. They had already won the WWE and World Championships and had established themselves as effective villains up until this point. Both were known for their cunning and ruthless personas, so WWE made the genius plan to pair them together, forming Rated RKO. Let's talk about one of the most memorable tag teams in WWE history and why it worked.
Stand back. There's a new wrestling quiz coming through. Check out BrainBuster, the daily quiz that tests your WWE knowledge with winning streaks, stats, and more. It's time to see if you're up for the challenge.
Pairing Edge and Randy Orton was a brilliant move by WWE that capitalized on both wrestlers' ability to draw heat and deliver compelling performances as heels. Edge started his career in a tag team with Christian and came out as a lovable babyface when Christian turned on him. Everyone was banking on him to become a massive star in the company as a good guy, but he turned heel in 2004 for the first time in his singles career, and his career took off after winning the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21 in 2005. He had a very steamy relationship with Lita, which made him the most hated man in WWE. Remember that live sex celebration between the two? Yeah. We get why he was getting so much heat. He solidified his reputation as the Rated R superstar, a moniker that defined his heel persona for the rest of his career. His opportunistic use of the Money in the Bank contract to win the WWE Championship from John Cena at New Year's Revolution in January 2006 marked a significant turning point in his career. He feuded with John Cena for the first half of 2006 and won the WWE Championship twice. Randy Orton, on the other hand, was a natural heel. He established himself as a young, cocky, and arrogant member of Evolution and quickly learned the ropes of villainy from some of the greatest heels in wrestling history like Triple H and Ric Flair. He honed his in-ring skills and developed a ruthless persona. WWE always saw him as a future world champion, and in 2004, he won the World Heavyweight Championship and turned face after Evolution turned on him, but the fans quickly rejected the idea of Randy being a good guy. Soon he was back to being a heel. He feuded with The Undertaker in 2005, and this is when he became one of the most despicable villains in wrestling. Both Orton and Edge were the two big baddies of WWE, so when they joined forces, it felt like a match made in heaven. It all started when DX cost Edge his title shot against Cena in a steel cage match. This led to Edge approaching Randy Orton and asking him to join him to get rid of DX, as Orton had his own issues with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Edge approached Orton, proposing an alliance to take down DX, and highlighted how Triple H had previously betrayed Orton during their time in Evolution. Soon they started teaming up together, and Rated RKO was born. They immediately became very outspoken against DX. They hilariously mocked Triple H and Shawn Michaels in an episode of Raw where Edge played Hunter and Orton played Michaels. Watch that particular segment if you haven't, it's pure comedy gold. Their first major confrontation with DX occurred on Cyber Sunday 2006, where Rated RKO defeated them, handing Hunter and Shawn their first team loss since they reunited. Following this, they set their sights on the tag team gold. They faced Ric Flair and Roddy Piper for the World Tag Team Championship, but failed to win the titles thanks to the interference from DX. But the following week on Raw, Edge and Orton seized an opportunity during their rematch for the World Tag Team Championships against Flair and Piper. They ambushed Piper as he made his entrance, with Edge delivering a vicious Conchair 2, incapacitating him. With Piper being taken to the locker room, Flair was left to defend the titles all alone. Despite his valiant effort, the Nature Boy succumbed to the numbers game, and Rated RKO captured the championship after Edge delivered a spear to secure the victory. This was the right call. Orton and Edge were doing some of their best work of their careers, and putting the titles on them made sense. This also elevated the tag team championships, as two of the most popular wrestlers were holding them. However, Survivor Series was not their night. In a 10-man elimination match, Rated RKO teamed up with Johnny Nitro, Mike Knox, and Gregory Helms, but were completely overpowered by Team DX, which included DX, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and CM Punk. Orton was the last member of his team to be eliminated, resulting in a clean sweep victory for Team DX. Although they lost, it was one of the most entertaining elimination matches in Survivor Series history. They took out their frustrations on the Nature Boy Ric Flair, leaving him bloodied and battered, and dragged his lifeless body to the ring. They also delivered concertos on him one by one. It was hard to watch. Edge and Orton were completely like animals at this point. They also attacked DX, giving Michaels a double RKO on a steel chair and 2 concertos to Triple H on the announce table. This significant moment in the Rated RKO DX rivalry occurred at New Year's Revolution 2007, where Triple H suffered a legitimate quadricep injury during their match. Despite this setback for DX, Rated RKO continued their assault, cementing their status as top heels in WWE. The injury to Triple H temporarily halted DX's momentum, allowing Rated RKO to gain an upper hand in the feud. Following this, Edge and Randy started targeting Shawn Michaels, and Edge even earned a victory over Michaels. At Royal Rumble 2007, both of them reached the Final Four in the match, but were ultimately eliminated by Michaels. They worked together in the Royal Rumble, but during one moment of the match, it looked like Edge was going to spear Randy Orton. The Viper took notice and nothing happened, but the slow descent between the two began. The duo lost the World Tag Team Championship to the tag team of John Cena and Shawn Michaels. Internal conflicts continued as both Edge and Orton asserted themselves as the rightful #1 contender to the WWE Championship. This tension came to a head on the February 26th episode of Raw, when Edge abandoned Orton during a rematch for the World Tag Team Championship due to a miscommunication between them. At WrestleMania 23, both of them competed in the Money in the Bank ladder match. For weeks leading up to Mania, Edge manipulated various authority figures into placing Orton in matches designed to ensure his failure. They both did not win, as it was Mr. Kennedy who walked out with the briefcase. Edge and Randy Orton briefly took on John Cena in a handicap match, however they lost due to interference from Shawn Michaels. This set the stage for a fatal 4-way match at Backlash, where Edge, Orton, Michaels, and Cena competed for the WWE Championship. Cena successfully retained his title by pinning Orton. Following this, Edge and Orton squared off in a one-on-one match where the Rated R superstar emerged victorious, pinning Orton after delivering a spear. Soon they parted ways. Their time together was relatively short, but it was impactful. Both were already in prominent positions, but their run as Rated RKO solidified their status as top-tier talent. Following this, Edge beat Mr. Kennedy and took his Money in the Bank contract, only to cash in on The Undertaker to win the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown. In the meantime, Randy started a feud with John Cena and eventually won the WWE Championship by injuring him. He also attacked Cena's father. Both of them were champions on 2 different brands. However, they were so good together that WWE kept reuniting them on different occasions. During Raw's 15th anniversary episode on December 10th, Rated RKO reunited and joined forces with Umaga in a 6-man tag team match against Evolution members Triple H, Batista, and Ric Flair. Before that match, Orton stated, quote, "If I'm going to be remembered for being a member of a group, a faction, a team, I want it to be because I was a member of Rated RKO," end quote. That match ended in a loss for Rated RKO and Umaga due to disqualification. The team had another reunion on April 21st, 2008 on an episode of Raw. This time, Orton and Edge teamed up with JBL and Chavo Guerrero Jr. to face John Cena, Triple H, The Undertaker, and Kane. This reunion proved successful as Orton and Edge's team won the match. Edge and Randy feuded against each other in 2010, where their past as Rated RKO was mentioned. This was it for the group, as both of them went their separate ways. In 2011, Edge retired from WWE, while Randy Orton went on to win the WWE Championship a few more times. The next story in Rated RKO happened in 2020, when Edge made a shocking return to WWE at the 2020 Royal Rumble. This was his first in-ring appearance since retiring in 2011 due to a career-ending neck injury. Randy Orton was also in the match, and they briefly worked together before he eliminated Orton from the match. The night after the Royal Rumble, on the January 27th episode of Raw, Edge addressed the WWE Universe, expressing his gratitude for the opportunity to return in the ring. During his speech, Randy Orton interrupted, welcoming Edge back and suggesting a Rated RKO reunion. The crowd erupted at the thought of the iconic tag team reforming. However, Orton's intentions quickly turned sinister. He suddenly attacked Edge, delivering a brutal RKO, then viciously assaulting him with a steel chair, targeting his surgically repaired neck. Orton's actions shocked and outraged the WWE Universe. Orton justified his actions by claiming he was trying to protect Edge from further injury, but his violent methods told a different story. The ensuing rivalry saw Orton and Edge engage in intense promos and matches, including a last man standing match at WrestleMania 36, where Edge emerged victorious in a grueling encounter. Whether they fought side by side or against each other, Edge and Randy Orton had incredible chemistry thanks to their time as Rated RKO. The memories of their brutal tactics, charismatic promos, and unforgettable matches continue to resonate with fans. The legacy of Rated RKO remains a testament to the magic that happens when two wrestling icons unite. What do you think about Rated RKO?